Shalom. I'm Zariah Ben Yasharallah out of the Lions Den camp. This is Arakah Ben Yasharallah. Araya Allah Ben Yasharallah Slaki. We're the brothers from the Lions Den camp. First and foremost, we want to give all praise and glory to the Father and the Son and the Paleo Hebrew tongue. Call, Halayim, La, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Ha, Rakah, Kodash, Ma. A double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who rule well and teach well. A double honor to our elders as well, down here in the Lions Den Camp, Jacksonville, Florida. A hard one, Bayan Sharala. And a sincere throughout to the Akim, the Akwatim, and the Bunyam, the men, the brothers, the sisters, and the children who are pushing truth and believing with sincerity throughout it. Shalom. I just want to come with a lesson, laying backing off the elder and the bishop's lesson, the form of all things, where the elder went into Jeremiah. I'm gonna get it real quick. I think it was Jeremiah 16. Y'all remember what it was? I think it was Jeremiah 16. But ultimately, it was going into Jacob, his portion.
10 to 16.
10 to 16. I'm going to get it. This is Jacob chapter 10. This is Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 16. It says, "The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance. The Lord Yahawah of hosts is his name." And people were breaking it down in the sense of, Jacob being the former of all things, and that's true. But it's talking about former as in Yahawah being the former of all things, everything that's being formed. All right, now you get that Job.
This is Job chapter 36, start at verse 22. It says, "Behold, Yahawah Bashem Yahushua exalteth by his power, who teacheth like him."
Who teacheth like Yahawah? All right, it's complex, and at the same time, it's very simple what Yahawah Bashem Yahushua teaches us, just from simply looking around. Go ahead.
Verse 23. Who have enjoined him his way, or who can say thou hast wrought iniquity? Remember that thou magnify his work, which men behold, every man may see it.
Every man may see the work and the power of Yahawah. Go ahead.
Every man may see it, man may behold it afar off. Behold, Yahawah Bashem Yahushua is great, and we know him not, neither can the number of his years be searched out.
Because he's the Ad and the Thad, the beginning and the end. All right, he's been gone. Not know not the number of his years. Go ahead.
For he maketh small the drops of water, they pour down rain according to the vapor thereof.
That's the and scientists, they love to be because they know the water cycle, and because they know the point of boiling water, like the temperature at which water boils, and they can do all these tests and mimic the happenings of the Lord. They themselves think they are lords, but ultimately Yahawah put all this stuff into play. He aligned these gears to turn and to work this beautiful machine. He's gonna precept. You got a precept?
I'll keep on.
Okay, come forward.
Verse 28. Which the clouds do drop and distill upon man abundantly.
And that's the rain, and that's the water cycle, and it's a beautiful cycle that Yahawah has. Even so much so that here, just around the world, there's springs where there's water underneath the earth that's just being stored and being pumped and generated. It's like a clock, like a huge mechanism. Keep going.
Verse 29. Also, can any understand the spreadings of the clouds, or the noise of his tabernacle?
The spreadings of his cloud, man. That's beautiful within itself, because sometimes you look up into the like lately here in Florida, we look up and we see the clouds moving fast as hell, like like you can tell like they have a job to do. Like Yahweh is moving those clouds. Say, hey, all right, you got to go over there. We got to go here. Like truly marvelous work. Just just in the simplicity of the comings and the goings of the water and of the clouds. Like Yahweh being the former of all these. Keep going.
Verse 30, behold, he spreadeth his light upon it, and covereth the bottom of the sea.
And because light, light from the sun can only go so far down in the ocean before you kind of get like a dark zone. But other than that, the sun can pierce to the bottom of some parts of the ocean, and even that's a beautiful thing because there's plants down there that thrive off the photosynthesis of the sun, and that's a beautiful process within itself. Keep going.
31. For by them judgeth he the people. He giveth meat in abundance. With clouds he covereth the light, and commandeth it not to shine by the cloud that cometh by twixt.
He can put a place in darkness with a cloud and put a place in lightness with a cloud. Just by simply moving that cloud and that's in a certain direction. And this is the beautiful and glorious power of Yahawah. All right, and this is something we should always keep in mind to keep our heads lifted unto the sky, to see the firmament and see how marvelous it is, and to see how much more greater Yahawah is unto us, and also to be open to the beautiful miracles and blessings of the Lord, because something the bishop told me at work one time. If they were like, if humans just like vanished on the earth, every building and every man-made structure would be eaten alive by simply by time, and it would be overrun by animals and insects and leaves and greenery, because it's all just a vain imagination of men's imagination. The only true living things are the creations of Yahawah Shem outside the clouds, the insects, the plants, the trees, the animals. Those are well and true. But all this other stuff is just imaginations of man's imaginations of man. So like it.
And a prime example of that, a good glimpse of that is from the movie I Am Legend. Beginning scenes, when first opening scene, he's out basically hunting in downtown New York. You see deers running through the streets. The streets covered with grass, patches of grass here and there. Like if you can see on a street that's not so busy, you'll end up seeing pieces of grass growing out the sidewalk or the middle of the street, whatever the case may be. But think of that on the broad sense, just like the brother Zariah was saying, man. But at the end of the day, the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahweh's artwork is going to conquer all. Even though Esau's as the brother was saying, his structures are just basically derivatives from the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahweh's work. He has to get the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahweh's work to make his bullshit. All right. So that's why at the end of the day, you making a generic brand of what the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahweh has already established. So therefore, the original is going to take over the generic, man. Because you can't hold back the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahweh's word.
Last verse. Verse 33. The noise thereof showeth concerning it, the cattle also concerning the vapor.
So even though even animals know when like a storm is about to roll in, like the thunderings and the animals can sense stuff in the weather quicker than humans can. But when humans are aligned with the animals and with nature, we can kind of sense it too. But it's just a beautiful order. It's beautiful order the way Yahawah has everything set up. You jump in it, MJ. You go to
37.
Chapter 37.
This is Job chapter 37, starting at verse 1. It says, "At this also my heart trembleth, and is moved out of his place. Hear attentively the noise of his voice, and the sound that goeth out of his mouth. he directeth it under the whole heaven, and his lightning unto the ends of the earth.
The lightning. All right, the lightning of the Lord. I said like lightning and lava are like the most beautiful destructive powers on the face of the earth, because lava it flows like water, but it's hot like fire, and what's the name? Lightning is like a different concentration of fire. All right, and when we're gonna be seeing lightning come out of like lightning come out of those chariots, soon to come. But the lightning that we see from like rain, it's a beautiful thing. Keep going.
Verse 3 of Job 37. It says, he directeth it under the whole heaven, and his lightning unto the ends of the earth. Yeah, it's like that's right. After it a voice roareth, he thundereth with the voice of his excellency.
I don't. How many like old wives' tales y'all heard about like lightning and thunder? Like I heard the lightning was the angels taking pictures of the earth, and the thunder was like the angels bowling in heaven or something like that. I heard thunder was like the devil beating on his wife or some shit like that. Like different little stories people got for like. And then Esau, they came up with it's a dude up there throwing lightning and shit like that from Mount Olympus with a white beard and shit. But ultimately, that's the Lord controlling everything, putting and then again, the scientists they love to break down. Oh, the only reason lightning happens is because these ions link up with these things, and they think because they know how it works that you would think that they would be the ones that created it, but really they just studied the pattern of it and didn't give Yahawah any glory. Right. All right, but all glory goes unto Yahawah. Bahashem Yahweh Shai. All right. Keep
going. Come on, verse 5 of Job chapter 37. It says, Yahawah Bahashem Yahweh Shai thundereth. Like verse 4, after it a voice roareth, he thundereth with the voice of his excellency, and he will not stay them when his voice is heard.
So thunder doesn't stop just because somebody's afraid,
Verse 5, it says, Yahawah Bahashem Yahweh Shai thundereth marvelously with his voice. Great things doth he which we cannot comprehend.
Great things does Yahawah understand that we don't. All right, there's a lot of workings that goes on around us that we're not aware of. All right, we have eyes to see and ears to hear spiritually, but truly, our hearing and our vision hasn't truly been open to all the spirit world that goes on around us, to all the things that we can't see and can't hear like right now.
I can't find that precept. Nothing. Verse 6 of Job 37, it says, for he saith to the snow, be thou on the earth, likewise to the small rain, and to the great rain of his strength.
To the snow, be now on the earth. Like it's a certain time. It's a certain time for the snow to be on the earth. That's why we have these seasons: fall, winter, summer, spring. I said them out of order, but spring, summer, fall, winter. Those beautiful seasons, and then you have some climates where it's just that one season, but they still have the cycles of summer, winter, and fall. And it's just a beautiful thing of the Lord, and it's something to always keep near and dear. That whenever we feel low, all we have to do is look up and know that it's for a reason. It's not for a reason of vanity of what we're going through. Just look unto the firmament and keep your mind on the things of heaven, and you're going to get through it.
And if I also may add on too as well, man, that also shows sheer power, man. You know, at the command of the Lord Yahweh Bashmi Awashai, be now on the earth. All right, for it to be snow on the earth, man. That's power that Esau will never have, a seat that he tries to sit in, man. All right, and that shows you that he doesn't need a device for mediation for it to come into fruition, man. It comes into existence by his voice, man. Hey, shall the Lord words should return unto him void, man. He says it's in this there, you know. Esau, hey, nah, you gotta build this damn heart machine, this, that, and the third. That ain't what it is, man. That's power that you'll never be able to taste, man. That's something that you'll never be able to even fathom, man. You know.
You got a piece of ball? No, okay, all right.
Verse 7 of Job 37. It says, He sealeth up the hand of every man, that all men may know his work. Then the beasts go into dens and remain in their places.
And that's and again, that's the animals, because I was watching this movie, and it was raining, and it was a Gadite woman and an Edomite man. And so he was like, all right, well, you know, let me go ahead and do this. She was like, hey, in my culture, we just sit down. Just sit down. It's raining, it's thundering. Just sit down in one spot and just chill and just listen. And that's honestly, it really is, because everyone knows how therapeutic rain is. When you just sit down and just listen, like it's very soothing, because like it's just a function of the earth. It humbles you. Because you might be doing something in the rain, and it really humbles you. It puts you in a very humble state. You know, all these hurricanes and tumultuous wind, and simply the clouds above our head. It should always keep us in a humble state.
Bring the Lord back to your remembrance. Because if you're sitting there contemplating on something that's bothering you, right, and you really, you know, when it starts raining, you sit down and focus on the rain. It's almost like you're connecting with the Lord Yahawah Bashmi Awashai, because your mind is clear. So now you can hear the Lord speaking to you.
I was watching this this anime. This dude, he had got poisoned with these numbing agents, and his senses started to go down. He couldn't feel nothing, he couldn't hear nothing, he couldn't see, and so his senses had completely left. But he was able to not fear, but he was able to feel in the anime, it was like mana, so he was able to feel like the magic around him. So, and because all his senses were gone, he was able to feel it more strongly, and he was able to tap into it and defeat the enemies he was fighting. But what we have to do is lessen the distractions and align ourselves with the spirit of Yahawah. All right, really align ourselves. Pray for His will to be done on earth as it is in heaven. All right, going back to the lesson topic, like the Lord being the former of all things. All right, He formed all these things. You know, He allows Esau to build these homes and these structures and these imaginations of men, but past that, like simply walking down the road and seeing flowers and grass and bushes and birds and squirrels and stuff like that, like just the small things that Yahawah has created shows His glory and His power.
And also just to backpack on that backtracks like you on that power, it's showing His power, man. Going back up to verse 5, it says, Yahawah Bashmi Awashai thundereth marvelously with His voice. Great things doth He which we cannot comprehend. For He saith to the snow, be thou on the earth. Just with that command in itself, man. Say to the snow, be thou on the earth. I'm still stuck on that, though, man. It's just like, hey, where did it come from? Like, how did it get there? How did it get to that form to get to the earth, man? You know, how it's just a lot, you know? You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, hey, that's why the Lord Yahawah Bashmi Awashai say His ways are not our ways. But also, too, with that being said, He give us certain knowledge of things that we should know, man.
It was a lesson that the elder Zaquan Ahar1 this camp did recently, I think it was the prayer lesson. I forget who it was. I think it was King Solomon. He said the heavens above and the heavens above the heavens. I know he said the heavens cannot contain Yahawah, and the heavens above heavens cannot contain Yahawah. So the sky above us, the firmament, can't contain Yahawah, and the sky above he said the heavens above the heavens. So outer space can't contain Yahawah. So they had knowledge of outer space back in those days. All right, they didn't they didn't work to like put instruments out there. They was like, yeah, there's something else outside of here, and that's all they needed to know. And they kept their mind on doing the will of Yahawah.
Appreciate it. Come on. Back here. Wisdom of Solomon chapter 7, starting at verse 16. It says, "For in his hand are both we and our words, all wisdom also and knowledge of workmanship. For he hath given me certain knowledge of things that are, namely to know how the world was made and the operation of elements, the beginning and ending and midst of the times, the alterations of the turning of the sun and the change of seasons."
Damn,
the circuit,
and the turning of the sun. It's like keep going.
The circuit of years and the position of stars.
So that's all celestial stuff, man. That's all very glorious, and our people had to have that knowledge because a lot of our feast days and a lot of our time tracking came from the celestial bodies, from the new moon being the Sabbath. So our people had knowledge of that. There's the earth is within something, and there's something outside. All right, and they knew that Yahawah was outside of that. So this ancient knowledge is for the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, going back to Yahawah, he's the former of all things. He formed all of these things. All right, and then within that, making the laws our lifestyle, we get this education through following the laws, and we get this hope and this faith and this knowledge and understanding from fearing Yahawah and doing our best to walk in that faith.
I may add on, so just like in Genesis, right?
Go on.
Moses wrote Genesis, so that was way well past Adam. So clearly they had enough wisdom, knowledge, and understanding about where they live, what the Lord gave, pretty much filled their Yahawah with the correct knowledge to let them know about the firmament, to let them know about what the sun and the stars was there for, right? The stars being it's the Lord's remembrance, right? Of the covenant that He made with us. Right, so they knew all this stuff already, man. The Lord had already given them the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, because if He didn't, it wouldn't be in Genesis. And that just shows the power of the Lord, man.
Wisdom of Solomon 7 and 19. It says, "The circuit of years and the position of stars, the natures of living creatures and the furies of wild beasts, the violence of winds and the reasonings of the men, the diversities of plants and the virtues of roots."
The diversities of plants and the man, like bro, like and then like it's like the diversity of plants. Like there's so many different plants and so many different parts of the world that do so many different things. And then what's it? The diversity of roots? No, diversity of plants and the what of roots?
Diversity of plants and diversity of roots.
The diversity of plants and diversity of roots, because sometimes the
virtue of roots.
The virtue of roots. So, the virtue of roots not only of the plants, but the virtue of roots between the roots between Israel and Yahawah. All right, and Bishop of this camp, he was laying back off of Zaquan lesson being Yahawah being the former of all things. So he went into how Yahawah formed Israel, and this is more so like Yahawah forming the earth and everything within it, giving us that education of the virtue of roots, man. There's so much beauty in herbs and in roots. in all the creations of Yahawah Shem Yahshua, the true creations of Yahawah Shem Yahshua, not man's creations going down to McDonald's and no shit like that, but like truly going out into nature and like just breathing in some pine, or just breathing in some surrounding yourself with real things, with like plants, being around a large body of water, truly humbling ourselves, getting rid of that pride, get rid of that ego, and truly connecting to Yahweh.
And also, if I too may add on too, knowing the diversity of plants and the virtue of roots is a deep thing too. Because some plants, the plant may be edible, and the root you may think is edible. It also is not edible. It's poisonous, man, or vice versa. The root is edible, and also the plant itself is unedible. It's poisonous to you, man. Cause harm to you. All right, same thing with this knowledge and wisdom out here, man. And you got to go and see how far the root goes with it, man. How depth these people are, man. Far as looking at like a
wicked root,
man. How rooted in are they with the Lord? How rooted in are they with the scriptures? As far as dealing with different camps, starting with the apostles from GMS and their elders on down, with the elders on down, so like well rooted in, they're a plant that came from a solid root, all right,
what's that say? Play me by the still waters, but play me next to the river. It's like a river,
I know which one you're talking about. Basically planted by the river, man. And then you basically receiving that unlimited source of knowledge, that unlimited source of knowledge and wisdom from that water, though. But then you got these other camps, they may be rooted in only so far. So when the little water come by, that plant gets rooted up out of the ground, man. So a little tribulation, a little water, whatever the case may be, a little wind, they're not fully rooted in. IUIC, ISUPK, whatever the case may be, GOCC, they're not rooted in, man. With the times that we're in now, as Apostle Todd deemed this year as the year of hopeful of Jacob's trouble, these other camps are going to be exposed, man. Why? Because they have a foundation that's not built on solid ground, man. They have a seed, they have a root that's not been rooted in a solid foundation, all right? They haven't been planted in deep enough, all right? So with that being said, that's why you got to watch these things too as well, man. Far as dealing with the knowledge of the Lord, Yahawah Shem Yahshua.
This is Psalms 139. I'm going to keep it short. I'm going to start at verse 14. It says, I will praise thee, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are thy works, and that my soul knoweth right well. My substance was not hid from thee when I was made in secret and curiously wrought in the lowest parts of the earth. Thine eyes did see my substance, yet being unperfect, and in thy book all my members were written. So I was bringing that out because, like it says in verse 14, right, we will continue to praise the Lord Yahawah Shem Yahshua, for because He has wonderfully made us and made all things. He's the Ancient of Days, man. So it says, and that our soul knoweth right well, man. So just like we were talking about earlier, how the Lord instills that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding into to the men before the scriptures was written, before Moses written the scriptures. They already knew about the firmament. They already knew about the sun, stars, and moon, the moon, sun, and stars, and what their job was. To show us seasons and times of months and stuff like that. So it's a wonderful thing that He has given us that precious knowledge and understanding, and that He made us, man. And it's a beautiful thing, basically. Okay.
You can.
Oh, you.
Okay, I'll tell you. Do you have any more to read up?
Nah, you good.
Okay,
back at Job 37 in verse 9, it says, out of the south cometh the whirlwind, and cold out of the north.
That's those winds. south winds, north winds, like the what's it say? He wrappeth the waters around his waist. Come on, you get that real quick. While you getting that one, I'm gonna read this. This is Second Maccabees chapter 7, verse 22, and this is an account of a mother who watched her 7 sons die before her because they didn't want to eat pork at the command of the king. They didn't want to eat abominable meat at the command of the king. Verse 22, and then this is after she seen like a lot of her sons perish. It says, I cannot tell how you came into my womb, for I neither gave you breath nor life, neither was it I that formed the members of every one of you, but doubtless the creator of the world, who formed the generation of man and found out the beginning of all things, will also of his own mercy give you breath and life again, as you now regard not your own lives for his law's sake. And within that part, found who formed the generation of man and found out the beginning of all things, will also give of his own mercy, give you breath and life again. They knew about reincarnation back in that day. All right, that's why our people that's why those 7 sons manfully went into those torturings, because they knew what was up. All right, they knew the workings, they knew the formations built by the former of all things, by Yahawah. You got that? Oh, come on.
No, is that it? Then?
Go on. That's it.
Okay. This is Proverbs chapter 30, verse 4. It says, "Who hath ascended up into heaven, or descended? Who have gathered the wind in his fist?
Bro.
Who have bound the waters in a garment? Who have established all the ends of the earth?"
And then you can pull this out with IUIC, and then like, so who did all that? What is his name? Oh, so like, go ahead.
What is his name, and what is his son's name?
What is his name, and what is his son's name? So like, go ahead.
Oh no, so like,
if thou canst tell. Like, so what creator, what power made everything around us? IUIC, they'll say Jeebus, or they'll either stand on the name Jeebus, or they'll say the name don't matter, when clearly the name matters. Because when you say, hey, I have a message, who is your message from? It don't matter who it's from. No, it matters, bro. It very does much matter. And the message we're bringing is from Yahawah and his son Yahawah. Yahawah being he exists, and Yahawah being he delivers. So the Lord does that. He gathers the winds in his fist, man.
Okay.
Keep going with Job.
This is Job 37 and 10. It says, "By the breath of Yahawah, Ba'ashem Yahushua, frost is given, and the breath of the waters is straightened." It's lucky I don't know why I couldn't get that.
Breath of the waters is straight, man. And it's just a beautiful. I keep saying it, but it's just like a beautiful mechanism that the Lord has created. This world, or everything within this firmament, the fowls of the air, the beasts of the field, the moon reacting off the water, creating the tide that we have, the high tide, low tide. Like, Yahawah formed all of those things, formed all of that order.
And not only that, he formed it just like the brother said. Did you say that again? He formed all of it. The last part.
In order.
Yeah, in order. He formed all of that in order, for order too, as well, man. So even with the moon, we were just having this conversation the other day at the house. As far as the moon is a sign, a declaration into the world. All right. For matter of fact, let me get to it before I botch it. Sirach chapter 43. And 6. It says, "He made the moon also to serve in her seasons for a declaration of times and a sign of the world." All right. So the moon is a declaration of times and the signs of the world. All right. It says, for the moon is the sign of the feast and a light that decreaseth in her perfection. The new moon feast, the 8 holy days, so forth. So 10 times out of 10, they go off the new moon, all right? For one, back then we didn't have Monday through Sunday, so guess what? Our calendar was according to the new moon, which you literally get the word new month from. The word month comes from the word moon, man. So therefore, when a new moon comes in, that's day one of that new month, all right? So therefore, how you would keep that in today's time, let's just say the new moon came in on today. Today is the 18th? Yeah, so the new moon would the 18th, all right? Let's just say it came in on the day tonight, all right? So you would count sun up to sundown 7 times until that next new moon, which would end up on next Thursday, according to this calendar. But you're going according to the new moon. It just lines up with that date according on this Gregorian calendar on the Thursday.
Because we have to go abide by this Gregorian calendar to a certain extent, but Lord willing, we won't be abiding by this calendar when we get to the kingdom. Lord willing, we have that number. We'll have our set schedule. We'll have our set schedule. Shit.
Also, to another precept, Sirach chapter 43, verse 1, it says, the pride of the height of the clear firmament, the beauty of heaven with the glorious show, the sun when it appeareth, declaring at his rising, a marvelous instrument, the work of the Most High. At noon it parcheth the country, and who can abide the burning beat thereof?
I'm like, man, go ahead.
Hey, man, the highest point of his day, who can abide the beat thereof? Hey, that sun surely is beating down on us, ain't it? That's a saying that people like to say. That sun surely is beating down on us, ain't it? So beaming down, somewhere in that area, man. It says at noon it parcheth the country, and who can abide the burning heat thereof? All right. So, hey, guess what, man? Hey, at noonday, that's when it's at its highest point, man. That's when it's at its hottest, one of its hottest points too, as well, man. So, hey, who can abide that? Hey, our people don't like to be too hot. Our people don't like to be too cold, man. Hey, shit, when it's too hot, oh man, hey, I ain't come out here to be sweating this, that, and the third. Hey, that's the work of the Lord Yahawah Bashim Yahawah, man. Hey, you in His house, Hey, He controls this thermostat, man. This is Job chapter 37, verse 11. It says, also by, is that waitree?
Mm-hmm. Also by watering, he weareth the thick cloud.
It says, also by watering, he weareth the thick cloud, he scattereth his bright cloud. And it is turned round about by his counsels, that they may do whatsoever he commandeth them upon the face of the world in the earth.
And like I was saying before, these storms that have been going around, but these storms that have been happening down here in Florida, you could look at the clouds and they are moving, they're really getting into place, it's really a beautiful thing.
Hey, and when these storms come, oh Lord, please send it away. I had to bring that out for this next verse. Verse 13 of Job 37, he causeth it to come, whether for correction, or for his land, or for mercy. Hearken unto this, O Job, stand still and consider the wondrous works of Yahawah Bashim Yahawah.
Stand still, bro. Stand still and consider the works of Yahawah. Stand still and consider the works of Yahawah. We really have to stand still. And not just physically stand still, but still our minds.
Right. I go into when we sit there talking about the rain.
Not empty your mind like how the yoga people say, but making your mind focus on one thing. All right, now one thing should be the Lord. Thinking in your mind the image of Him sitting on the throne, that emerald throne, and to look upon it was like a sardine stone, a rainbow around about the throne. Like think of that when we pray. Think of coming before Him and truly pleading it, truly pleading Him, truly thanking Him, and everything, knowing that He's the former of all things.
So you can. I said I would dig. You got it. 15.
Job 37:15. Dost thou know when Yahawah, Salaki, dost thou know when power or Yahweh Bashem Yahushai disposed them and caused the light of his cloud to shine? Dost thou know the balancings of the clouds, the wondrous works of him which is perfect in knowledge?
Like that's keep going.
How thy garments are warm when he quieteth the earth by the south wind. Hast thou with him spread out the sky which is strong?
Spread out the sky which is strong. I mean, like the scriptures say, look up to the firmament and know that, roughly paraphrasing, that Yahawah is that His ways are not your ways and they're better, right? Because he made the firmament, stretched it out to what we see, and the way the light hits it creates these colors. When sun up and sun down, it creates different colors, different colors made by the spectrum that is the firmament, splitting those lights, splitting that light, letting us see colors like this.
Hast thou with him spread out the sky which is strong, and as a molten looking glass? Teach us what we shall say unto him, for we cannot order our speech by reason or darkness. Shall it be told him that I speak?
Right, like there's nothing that you can really say to the Lord other than praise you, other than praise you, Lord, bless you, Lord, because we see your way, we see your power.
Say, shall it be told him that I speak? That is funny. If a man speak, surely he shall be swallowed up. And now men see not the bright light which is in the clouds, but the wind passeth and cleanseth them. Fair weather cometh out of the north with power. So like with Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is terrible majesty.
Meteorologists, they say, it's going to be 80 degrees today, and there, and Yahawah lets them be right, because Yahawah can change shit up at a drop of a dime. All right, I think you showed me a video. It was like some water spouts or something like that in the Florida town, I recall.
Water spouts.
Like a water spout, like a tornado in the water. And But it was just a whole. It was like some water tornadoes on a river that was like down to like that was in a huge metropolitan area, and it was a crazy beautiful thing.
When they suck that damn boat up.
Suck that boat up, like, bro. It's beautiful. It's glorious, and it's a fearful thing to fall into the hand of the Lord. We have to always remember that He is in control of all this. He's the former of all this. Keep going on. Ancient of days, going on.
Verse 23, touching the Almighty, we cannot find Him out. He is excellent in power and in judgment and in plenty of justice. He will not afflict. Men do therefore fear Him. He respecteth not any that are wise of heart.
Is that the end of it? So we have to fear the Lord, because knowing that He is in control of it, we fear the Lord, and fearing the Lord is the beginning of knowledge and wisdom. All right, and getting into that, we have to right now, especially in these times, we have to dive more and more into the Lord, because there's going to be a time, like you had said at camp, where you said you was quoting the scripture, seek the Lord while He may be found, meaning that that there's going to be a time where the Lord won't be able to be found. There's going to be a time where the Lord is going to not allow you to find Him, and you really going to have to, and people are really going to be out there on a wing and a prayer. Like, people are really going to be out there trying their best to make sense of all the chaos in the world. All right, but the only sense there is to make is to believe on Yahawah, know who He is, know who you are, and continue to pray to do His righteous will.
Go on.
You already precept? Well, alright. Well, I pray and hope this lesson was edifying. I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get these real quick. I'm gonna close it out. This is the song of the three holy children. This is one of the prayers. I forget who it was, who they called Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, but that was a slave's name.
And the night Azariah and Mishael.
Boom. And this was one of them praying. It says, "O ye heavens, bless ye the Lord, praise and exalt Him above all forever. O ye angels of the Lord, bless ye the Lord, praise and exalt Him above all forever. O all ye waters that be above the heaven, bless ye the Lord, praise and exalt Him above all forever. O all ye powers of the Lord, bless ye the Lord, praise and exalt Him above all forever. O ye sun and moon, bless ye the Lord, praise and exalt Him above all forever. O ye stars of heaven, bless ye the Lord, praise and exalt Him above all forever. O every shower and dew, bless ye the Lord, praise and exalt Him above all forever. O all ye winds, bless ye the Lord, praise and exalt Him above all forever. O ye fire and heat, bless ye the Lord, praise and exalt Him above all forever." And it goes on, and he's giving praise and exhortation to a lot of other creations of the Lord. But I just wanted to bring that out and just saying, like, praise ye the Lord for all the small things that we don't necessarily that we don't acknowledge and appreciate of the Lord. Just the simple the comings and goings of the birds, collecting things to build their nest. There's a bird, I think it's called a sewing bird, where it literally has it makes a needle out of something, and it has thread, and it literally sews leaves together, and I think it's called a weaver bird. It literally like sews things and weaves things, and it makes a nest out of the things it's sewn. Like it's beautiful. It's a very, very beautiful beautiful world we live in. It's just that Esau has to be moved out the way for the light of the Lord to be shown brightly across the world.
I'm gonna add on that real quick about the birds. There's also another bird that goes by and take thorns. I forgot where they get the thorns from, but they go by and catch insects with them, and they prop them up to be roasted. Right, so they're roasting their food as birds. Birds are actually cooking, right? Cooking their food. It is wild, man. So, the Lord is magnificent, man.
You already precepts? All right, well, with that, we're going to close out the lesson. Give all praise and glory unto the Lord and His only begotten Son, the proper Hebrew name. Call, Halayim, La, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawah Shai, Bahasham, Ha, Rakha, Kodash, Ma. Double honor to the elders, apostle, great millstone, who will and teach well. Double honor to our elders as well. A hard one with Yahshua, Dak and Lions Den Camp. Us to sit the water to the Akim, the Aquathim, and the Bunyan. The brothers, the sisters, the children that are pushing the truth and believe with sincerity. Shalom, the water.
Shalom, DTA, keep pushing.